Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today I'm going to teach you some carom shots that are going to allow you to run more racks, get out of trouble in a lot of different situations, and be an overall much better pool player. By having these shots in your game, you're going to improve immensely because these situations come up a lot where you think you don't have a shot and the advanced player realizes, not only do I have a shot, but I can solve some problems from here as well. First, let's talk about what is the difference between a carom and a billiard. A carom is a shot where you are shooting an object ball into another object ball to either make it in the pocket, play a safety, play for position, whatever the case is. You got an object ball going to an object ball. And a billiard is where we are sending the cue ball off of an object ball to go to another object ball. So the cue ball is doing all of the work. In the carom, we're sending an object ball to another object ball. It really doesn't matter, guys. We're going to refer to all of these across the board as carom shots because that is what is used universally in pool. Here is our first shot. We have a situation where the 1 ball is our next shot. Maybe we're playing 9 ball. Most likely with this configuration, we are playing 9 ball. We have a situation where the 1 does not go in the side and it doesn't go into the corner pocket, but we have to play the 1. We also have a situation where we have a problem down here because these balls are clustered up, and whether we're playing 8 or 9, we need to break up that cluster. Well, you are in luck because Bryan is going to show you how to solve 3 problems in 1. Problem number 1. We can't play the 1 ball here in that corner pocket because the 3 blocks us, so we're going to solve that by shooting into the 6 ball here. We're going to be to the right-hand side of this cluster, which will allow the tangent line to take the 1 directly into that corner pocket. 2, we are going to fix this cluster by breaking them up with this shot. And 3, we're going to get position on the 2 ball because making these hero shots is not how we win games. How do we win games? By running out the rack, making every shot. First off, we're going to make the 1 by coming just to the right-hand side of this 6. The tangent line will take us into that pocket. The cluster will be broken up and we will still be on the 2 ball. Let's take a look. I'm going to shoot a stun shot here for no other reason than to hold up the cue ball. I'm going to aim for this side of the 6, allowing us to get to that pocket more easily. So there we are. We broke up the cluster. The rest of the balls are laid out for us to run out. And we solved all of those problems in 1 shot. This one is great. If you're a hardcore FXBilliards subscriber, which all of you should be, by the way, you have seen this shot before. You already know it. And I'm going to play it for you because it is a very good example of a billiard to win a game of 9 ball. So here's the situation. The 9 ball is in the pocket. If we can make the 9, we win. But because of the configuration, we're going to have a difficult time getting to the 9, even though it's sitting there in the pocket. You could try to shoot some kind of draw shot where the ball is going backwards after hitting this 2 and play the 9 in that pocket. But there's another alternative, which is a lot more fun and actually a higher percentage shot, no matter how exotic it might look. The reason we're going to go all out to make this shot is because we have a cluster here. And because of the way the balls are laid out, we're probably not running out from here, guys. Most professionals are not running out from here because not only is the 2 a very difficult shot, the really only other spot that it goes, where it might go, is into that corner pocket. So we're actually playing a 2-way shot here. We're going to reverse bank the 2 ball back to this corner pocket, giving ourselves a chance to make it. And at the same time, sending our cue ball around the table off of 3 rails to play the 9 there. So the shot looks like this. I'm playing way over here with a bunch of high right-hand spin because I want to run the cue ball around the table. The shot looks like this. That's how you win a 9-ball game. I always talk about breaking your opponent's spirit. You call that shot in a game of 9-ball, I don't care if you're a 2, a 7, or a 17. You do it early in the match, you've broken someone's spirit. They don't want to play anymore. Here we have a situation where the 7 and the 2 are lined up. Looks like a combination shot to beginner players, to advanced players. It looks like only one thing, a carom in the side pocket. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get inside on this 7-ball with enough speed, we can have the 2-ball into that side pocket. Now, I say enough speed because if we get over here and don't have enough speed on it, then what will happen is the cue ball will just freeze right there and sit in front of that pocket, and you have almost made a shot, which is just as bad as missing a shot by a lot. So what we're going to do, we're going to get inside on this 7-ball. Exactly where you're going to hit it will depend on where that ball that is close to the pocket is. But I want you to understand this because it comes up with side pocket shots, and they are treated a little bit differently than corner pocket shots just by the nature of where they're located on the table and the number of angles that you can or cannot use. We also are going to get position because we're on the 3-ball next, which means we're probably going to want to shoot a follow shot so we can get on this side of the 3 and then run the rest of the rack. So the shot looks like this. So we made the 2-ball, we got position on the 3. If we come back up table, we can get back on the 4. We should be out from here. We knew the 7 was going to go that way. Where you hit the shot, where you make contact with that ball is going to change depending on how close it is to the pocket, the angle that you have, all of those things. Just use logic, guys. You know what the tangent line is. If you find that tangent line and you allow the balls to roll in that direction from that contact point, you're going to find these shots very simple. So let's look at another one. Okay, gang, this one is full of problems that we're going to solve pretty simply. You're not going to have the same configuration, which is good news. So you don't have to shoot the shot that I'm going to shoot to start this run out, but I want to show you the carom that is going to fix all of our problems. But let's analyze the layout. We got the 5, which I can't get to because it's being blocked by the 14. We've got the 2, which I can make, but it's at the other end of the table. The 1, 7 are clustered up, but they're wired. The 7-ball goes in that side pocket. Our opponent thinks they're slick, and they block the pocket with the 9-ball, probably ended their run because they refused to shoot that 9. They were worried we were going to run out. And it doesn't matter because if you block a pocket on an advanced player, they're going to fix it, okay? And very often will fix it and penalize you in some way at the same time. So blocking pockets works on 3s, 4s, and maybe some 5s, but on 6s and 7s, all you're doing is adding an inning to your defeat. In the meantime, we don't want to let our opponent at the table again. They do have a situation where a lot of players can run out from here. So having the high balls in this situation is probably a favorite. Unless you watch FX Billiards, then you will know how to get out from here. So this is what we're going to do. Because we don't have any other choices, we're going to play the 2-ball first. So we draw it all the way back. Now we have an angle where we can get to the 5, and we are going to play this 1-7 after the 5 with a carom that is going to win the game for us. So the run out will look like this. We want to stay on this side of that 1-7, and now we're going to play the 7 in the side, send the 1 ball down to make the 9 for us. Just stun it a little bit right here. The 9 goes in. We shoot a little draw shot here, and we are out. Another creative way, guys, to run a rack. The only difficult shot was the 2 ball, and the good news is 90% of the time you're not going to have to make a 7-foot draw shot, so you will be able to get out by just knowing that that 1 will go down the rail for you and clear up those clusters. Okay, gang, I really like this one. This came up in an actual practice session 2 days ago. I looked at it, I knew immediately what I was going to do, and then I wrote it down in my pool player's logbook, just drew a little picture of what the layout looked like so I could share it with you guys. This was actually the genesis for this video. Now, here we have the 1, 3, 4, and 6 are all wide open. We can even get to the 5 ball. This is our problem. This is enemy number 1. We have the 7 ball, which is close to the pocket, which we know already from previous shots that that's going to help us play the 3. But it's a problem shot. Before we played it over here, we used the 7 to help us make the 2. Now we're going to let it help us make the 3, but we've got to fix this issue at the same time, and the 8 and 9 are clustered up. So I looked at this and I said, wow, this is going to be fun. We're going to fix that and the cluster at the same time. So the run out looked like this. Little draw shot here. Because keep in mind, our target is not the pocket, it's the 7 ball. So I'm going to actually let my cue ball run so I can get back on this 4. But watch what we do here. We break up the 7 ball that we couldn't make. We were fortunate this time that it actually went in this pocket. The 8 and 9 are wide open. We're on the 4 with a very makeable shot here. I'm going to shoot this with low left, come back around the table and get on this 5. By the way, I got much better position on the 5 when I shot this in my practice session, but we're just going to make it in because we're shot makers, right? Now we're on the 6. All of this was the result of using that 7 ball to make that original shot. So a little bit of high left here. I like side pocket shots to get on these final balls. We tap this in and we're out. If you know another way where we run that rack with that 7 on the edge and those balls clustered, please let me know, because that was a very clever way of getting through this rack. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think of the video. Have a great day.